much. It's a pleasure to be with you, and I hope we can finish in time. So let's start really quick. This is DevOps for Java developer. I'm a Java developer. I'm a Java champion. I am very advocate or proponent of open source. And yes, this particular topic is one of my passionate topics. We actually wrote the book for DevOps tools for Java developers because even though Java is one of the most important languages in the industry outside, DevOps caught us a little bit by surprise. So this particular topic is the one I am usually presenting at Java conferences. By the way, I'm in a train station because there was a meltdown with the network, and I'm actually coming from one of the largest Java conferences in Germany. But for us, this is common, and now it's common also for developers. We need to be deploying and building and releasing our code immediately. Like it has to be part of the process. So this is not surprise, thankfully, for no developer outside. But when we start going into it, we have questions because we as developers will like to measure things. And one of the key ingredients is these metrics that we all know from different reports are there for all the stakeholders in the organization. For example, we, again, time and time again, we see that the lead time for changes is reduced. And this is going to be reduced depending on how your organization has embraced the DevOps culture change. Because this is what I'm keep telling developers. DevOps is not a tool. It's a set of practices and methodologies. And yes, there are tools that help us in all our processes and to achieve what we try, which is continuous, reliable, and resilient deployments. And not only that, well, that's actually what we want, but that requires an entire methodology or different way of behaving since day one, since the developers are sitting down in front of their computers with their hands on their keys. So for Java developers, they often ask me, Ixchel, where can we start? What is the information? What are the tools? What are the best practices? How do we make our journey a successful one? Because we all know that most of the problems with DevOps are coming from culture, not from tools. We do have an issue with tools. We sometimes don't have a coherent and easy way of integration different tools. But on the best practices, I can give you good news. We have, for example, the CDF Foundation developing their own guides from the standard point of view, from the point of view of the foundation. The other one is, let's see, my clicker clicks. Well, the other one is why we're not embracing DevOps. If you look at the DORA report, at the Puppet report on the state of DevOps, or the most recent one from 2023 from another company that right now escaped my my memory, most of the problems are because we have a shortage of a skill, limited lack of automation, but we also have a resistance to change. Sometimes we forget what DevOps is or what is the role that we should be playing in our different teams. And other resources that I find very interesting. We already mentioned the CDF Foundation, but as you can see, you can join and be part of the working groups and discussions. And also there's tons of materials from the different foundations to try to improve our code. They were mentioned OWASP for dependency check. I am also part of the OpenSSF foundations. And then we, again, have working group, town halls, training, things that can be factual and really important for you as a developer. Let me see. And that was my last slide. No, actually, that was not my last slide. We also have the best practices for consuming and developing open source, and for crying out loud, go and have a look at Salsa. Salsa will give you a very important checklist to improve the security on your entire supply chain. And thank you very much. That's it.
All right.
That was 5 minutes for Ixchel. Thank you so much. Right on time.
Beautiful.
Yes.
I have kind of one question. Organizational resistance is something that comes up a lot, and it's always kind of interesting to be in a position where we are trying to help each other's have, we're trying to help developers have a better developer experience. We're trying to help them use more modern tools, perhaps be able to do their work easier, have more relevance in the changing market, and yet this like pets and cattle and organizational resistance things can be really, really challenging. Would you like to say a couple of words about organizational resistance?
Well, first of all, we all need to be very clear about the goals. Second of all, we have to have effective communication, psychological safety. We need to start saying, I don't understand why I'm trying to achieve this. We need to describe the roadblock. We need to have a common glossary. We need to find the solutions together, build the solutions together, because I have a view, the other person has a view, and we need to find middle ground. But this is like clear goals, effective communication, safe communication, and because I truly believe that we don't get up in the morning saying, let's have the worst day at work of my life. I don't believe anybody takes that decision.
Thank you, Ixchel.
Thank you
That was
so
lovely.
much.
Thank you for joining us.
Hi, we're from Effico, the proud organizer of the DevOps conference.
Our goal is to uncover cutting-edge talks, emerging ideas, and DevOps trends, providing a global forum for practitioners and decision-makers to learn and grow.
We would love to also explore how we can help you excel in DevOps together. Visit us at effico.com and enjoy the inspiring talks at the DevOps conference.